Greetings, I'm Tio, and today I thought I'd show you how to get a lot of Tempered Elder investigations. Now, as you can see here, I have a lot of really good ones, and even more of those who only give 2 rather than 3 and 4 rewards. That being said, before we jump into it, I highly recommend getting this charm right here, which boosts the amount of investigations you get. But without further ado, let's just jump into it. The first and by far best method that's been so far is this week's event quest, where it's a rank 9 event quest where it so happens to be 7 tempered tracks by every Elder Dragon we've come across so far in Elder's Recess. I'm sure there will be more events like this in the future, but I'm not sure how often they will occur. And as you may know, the more Tempered Elder Dragon research points you manage to achieve, the more likely it is for you to get a Tempered Elder investigation. And it seems to be an invisible bar for that one, so sometimes it might take a while for you to get an investigation, and sometimes you may get 1 investigation for every track you pick up for a little period. Anywho, in the background here, I'm showing you the route I take for this event quest, where I go over all the tracks on the map in what I believe to be the fastest route possible. This takes roughly 5 minutes, and on average you should get about 3 Tempered Elder investigations throughout one round. But it has happened that I've only gotten 2 one round and then 5 or 6 the next one. For the next method, you need a Tempered Kirin investigation, and preferably one with only 2 rewards if you have one, and I highly suggest saving those even though you really don't want to fight him, as I've understood that's the way many people are feeling. The reason we want the Tempered Kirin is so we can follow him around the map and pick up tracks as he drops them. And the Kirin is great for this because it bumps out tracks and fur very linearly, and you can sort of expect when and where the tracks comes up, as well as there's quite a bunch of them. And you can do this for up to 50 minutes depending on the timer of the investigation, of course. And throughout one run you can manage to get a hold of quite a few new Tempered Elder investigations. There's a set number of places he leaves his fur, which is constant every round through the map. Otherwise he drops footprints all along the route, and those are quite frequent. Doing this, I also recommend getting the stealth skill, because at some points through the route Kirin will get tired and will go to sleep. This is where you bring along your ghillie mantle and pick up some rocks. And before you throw a rock at him to wake him up, you put on the ghillie mantle, and now he won't know what hit him. He will, however, be looking for what did damage to him and try to attack it, but if he manages to escape the area, he will stop chasing the invisible rock thrower, not as you see I did here, where he managed to knock me down while climbing, revealing me and making it so that every time he sees us from now on throughout the mission, he will attack us. So if you manage to be stealthy and didn't get attacked while he was looking for you, he will get back to walking around on the map, leaving his tracks once again. This way you can do it until the time's up and you don't have to fight the Kirin and the mission, leave it, or anything. Just let the timer run out. The third way, which is a very passive way and something that I really like to do, as I like killing Tempered Elders myself, is to break body parts on the Elders you're currently fighting. As I mentioned earlier, you have a chance to get a Tempered Elder investigation just by getting Tempered Elder research points. And however you do that, it increases the likelihood of you getting an investigation. So if you're going solo, or even if you are going multiplayer, I highly suggest trying to break what you can, as that rewards those points. But of course, this is always easier to do in solo, as the monster has less health and you might have more control doing it alone. That being said, I just want to mention that faces on any type of Elder can't be broken until it only has 20% health left, unless you're counting the horns of Nergigante. So until it has started limping, and even a little bit before that, there's no effect whatsoever in trying to break their faces, except that they might get knocked down on the ground a bit more often, and that they usually have weak spots on their face, meaning you do more damage to them, bringing that health pool down faster. So if you want to go for more breaks throughout a fight, it's better to focus on the other things than the face to break those parts first. That being said, it entirely depends on how fast you manage to kill those Elders, because if you're extremely efficient on killing them, it might be better to just down them to get more points over a short amount of time by the points you get for killing them, and occasionally manage to break something you didn't intend to, which is usually what I end up doing myself. But at this point it's becoming more of a mathematical question, which I'm not gonna dwell too deep into. Anyways, I thought I'd let you know if you didn't already, so anyways, I hope you have a great hunt, and until next time, so long.